discipline of like not driving erratic goes away so fast when I'm driving. When I'm riding, I'm like, yeah, forget it. I'm wearing like a helmet that has a devil on the top. You know what's cool? Like when I was in, I used to go to school here in Fullerton when I was a young lad, and I was always number 20 because my last name, it ended up in the 20 area, you know, number 20. And this helmet has a number 20, so that's why I kind of like I was like, what in the world is going on? Is the police here? How do you do that? How do you even do that? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Dude, I love my MT09. I am loving it. How did we end up buying it? Where did we buy it? So the MT09 came to be, out of all places where I bought the bike, Burt's Mega Mall. If you live in Southern California, you're aware of Burt's, Del Amo. So I ended up buying this bike at Burt's Mega Mall. And you might be wondering, like, how was that experience buying a motorcycle? Let me tell you this. Buying a motorcycle is kind of a tricky experience. Because not only are you looking for, like, obviously you're going to buy it at, this is a brand new motorcycle, so I'm more than likely going to buy it at retail, whatever the price is, you know. There ain't going to be no discounts, I'll tell you that much. But let me tell you, there's a difference between retail pricing and then the dealer markups, which is the ADM fees that they charge, which is a like shipping, freight, handling, assembly, all these extra fees that they charge on top of like the price of the bike. So finding a place that's going to give you a good price is the trickiest part, in my opinion. And then honesty is a big factor. Like, nobody wants to just tell you, like, okay, this is what we're going to charge for like shipping, freight, and assembly. So I started my search with a 2023 MT09 because I had seen they were going for $7,800, and I was like, for $7,800, I don't mind getting the 2023. You know, it's the only big difference is going to be styling. Oh my goodness, did that $7,800 turn into $12,000, $13,000 so fast, right? So I had seen a couple of MT09 2023s, and they were going for, like I said, $7,800. So then I would call, and I started with Del Amo of Orange County because I felt like it was a little bit closer to me. And when I got on the phone with Del Amo, they were like, why don't you come on in? Why don't you come on in and let's find out let's find out together. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be driving around. I don't have a car right now, and I'm not going to be taking, like, I don't have a car because my car had a catalytic converter stolen, so it's in the shop. It's getting fixed, you know, so I needed a vehicle regardless ASAP. Okay, back to the story. Sorry, I got distracted. But like I was saying, called Del Amo of Orange County, talked to a salesman. I was like, hey, what are the promos? I already knew the promos for Yamaha. The promos for Yamaha were starting at 6% with some cash back or Yamaha cash on the MT, with some Yamaha cash incentives with the 2023, right? So I was like, cool, $500 off, and then, you know, 6% if you're approved on credit, whatever. So it's cool. So I was set on that, you know, and I just wanted them to answer those simple questions, like what's the rate, or not like, I wasn't asking for the rate. I know rate depends on credit, so they can't answer that question. But I was just asking simple questions to all the places I would call. I'd be like, hey, so what's the out-the-door price of the motorcycle? I don't care what the credit rate is. That's going to be something we can't determine until I'm actually physically there, right? So yeah, Del Amo of Orange County was probably the worst one. Out of all the dealerships when it came to answering questions, they couldn't even give me like a simplified like out-the-door price. The general, I've called multiple times, had spoke with 2 people. I even had a friend who was trying to buy a motorcycle, went to Del Amo of Orange County, told me how bad of an experience it was. I didn't believe it was that bad, but now that I called firsthand, I see how bad it is. So that one kind of sucked. They wouldn't give me any answers. They wouldn't answer any of my questions. They straight up said, you have to be in the dealership for me to answer how much a bike costs. And I'm like, how? You literally have it on your website that like it's $7,800. I'm just trying to confirm some of the pricing, you know, because $7,800 plus $2,200 in ADM, it does not seem like a good deal to me. At that point, I might as well just buy a brand new 2024. You know, I was like, whatever, you know, like I'll go to call the next one. There's Del Amo of Long Beach. So Del Amo of Long Beach is another one that was pretty nearby, and they had a black 2023 MT09. The Del Amo in Orange County had a blue one. This one had a black one. I wanted the black one actually, so it didn't really matter if the service sucked in Orange County. I was just hoping maybe that, you know, they would be I figured they would be more knowledgeable because they're in like a very like affluent area, but my goodness, I was so wrong. So I called Delamo of Long Beach, and they're cool. Talked to the guy. He actually gave me information, which was good. You know, like I know, like I said, I know I'm not gonna get the rate, obviously, until I run credit, which is fine with me, you know. But I just want to get like I just want to get an answer on like pricing. I want to know how much the motorcycle is going to cost me. You know, what's it gonna cost just to get it out the door before like the credit stuff. And then I tell them, hey, I saw your bike's on sale. Let's make a deal. Let me get rid of it. It's a 2023. Let me buy it off you guys, please. I'll take it out of your hands. It's the last one of 3. That was like three left in the whole area from their inventory online. So I was like, come on, let me just take it. You know, I saw it 7,800, and I was like, cool. But what's the actual price? Like, what am I gonna pay? Like, what am I actually gonna pay? So then I text this guy from Delamo Long Beach. He gets back to me and he tells me the motorcycle 7,800 plus 2,200 and ADM, which is shipping, freight, and assembly. That's the fees they're charging. And I'm like, 2,200. So from 7,800 it becomes 8,000. It comes $10,000, and we're not even talking about taxes yet. So we're already getting up there. Like, it's almost 11. By the time I take it home, I'm paying like 12,300 is what the guy quoted me at. And I was like, dude, what the hell? How is this on sale and I'm over like $12,000? You know, like, how is that benefiting me in any way? And he's like, that's just the deal we have to make. Like, I understand they want to make their money, but like, come on, man, $2,200 in fees? That's outrageous, dude. But yeah, so Delamo of Long Beach had me at 2,200. And then he's trying to play that game where he's like, but I got people coming to look at it. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll let you know. I will let you know then, man, because like 2,200 on fees seems kind of ridiculous for a motorcycle that you're trying to clear out because it's the previous model, you know. And we're talking about the new ones already coming out. You have new bikes already, like you have a few, you know. This was in early March, the 2024 started to roll in. So I was like, okay, whatever, you know, like, didn't want to make a deal. I knew that weekend I was going to go to San Diego and in San Diego I have the Fun Bike Center that I can check out. And you know, I'll give the props to San Diego Fun Bike Center. They were direct and they weren't BSing. I was like, hey, I want to buy a 2023. What's the out the door price? They gave me the out the door price, 13 for a 2024, mind you. They told me 13,400. Bike is about 10,000 something plus tax, fees, titles, insurance. You know, I know I'm not gonna get away with paying $0 for ADM. It's just gonna be a thing you have to pay, unfortunately, with motorcycles when you're buying brand new, you know. And I get in contact with Fun Bike Center. They tell me 13,500 for this one in this color. And I was like, you know what, after taxes, I'm in LA County, so my taxes is 10%. $10,000, $12,000, $13,000, $12,000 plus tax, another $1,000. You know, it's not bad. They weren't really charging me that much in ADM, so I was like, you know what? And like 13,000 versus 12,300. That's where I was at that point, because Delamo Long Beach already giving me a quote of Delamo of Long Beach gave me a quote of 12,180 or something like that for a 2023 discounted model. And I was like 12,100 something. I was like, whatever. And then Fun Bike Center told me 13,500 for a brand new 2024. Okay, it's not that big of a gap, you know, but for like 1,000 something, it's $1,000. So, you know, I was starting to lean towards that 2023. But then I had to go do something, so I couldn't call them back. Oh, it was the weekend, so they were closed. And it was Sunday afternoon. And I remember Burt's Mega Mall's open, and just for shits and giggles, I contacted somebody at Burt's Mega Mall. I spoke to some sales rep named Blue there. It's funny because Yamaha reps the Blue. And I talked to Blue, and I was like, yo, I just came up from San Diego, and they told me they can do 13,200 for the bike, which was not true because it was 13,500. And then he's like, you know what, like, give me a moment, let me talk to my boss. And I was like, yeah, last time I dealt with Burt's, that conversation ended with let me talk to my boss, and they raised the price on me. Mind you, this was way before this was a long time ago when I bought my R6. They kind of did me dirty and they made me waste my time over there, so I wasn't like too like confident with them. So I was like, whatever, you know, let's see what happens. It's Sunday, they're literally the only place open. Homie comes back and calls me and he's like, yo, we'll do 13,000 out the door for the MT09 2024. I was like, you being serious? Like the 2024, like 13,000 even, like flat? Yeah, they let this bike go for 13K. I needed a new bike. I wanted the bike, so I was like, you know what? It's about 2,000 over the retail price, but that's tax, title, fees, and everything. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So I ended up getting this bike for 13,100 or something. Like, no, 12. It was like 12.9 something, but 13,000 just to make it easy. And yeah, I was surprised that Burt's Mega Mall of all the places was the one that hooked it up. I was like, what? Burt's Mega Mall has changed? So yeah, I ended up buying at Burt's Mega Mall. The Del Amo places. Oh, let me add Del Amo of Redondo Beach. They're not getting out of this one easy either. I text and called Del Amo of Redondo Beach, and like, you know what I hate the most? My name is Spanish, and I hate that they automatically think I speak Spanish. And it's like, dog, really? Come on, man. Don't assume stuff like that. And like, they try to communicate to me in Spanish, and I was like, really? And not only that, they wouldn't even give me information. Any information. I was just trying to call and ask for like promotions that they might have. You know, it's a brand new bike. I looked it up online. If you're ever buying a motorcycle, go online, or anything. If you're ever buying anything like a car or a motorcycle, go and look at the dealer incentive. Go look at the manufacturer incentives. They're always going to have some sort of incentive to move their bikes or their cars. Like, don't just be like, don't take the dealership's word for it. Do your own little research. And that's what I did. I did my research, looked it up, saw that Yamaha's rates start at 6, which I mean, we're in the economy that we're in right now. You're not gonna get a 0%. So yeah, did my research, saw that it was 6. So we ended up on Sunday afternoon. It was like, I want to say like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and it goes at 5. We ended up just driving over to Azusa, where Burt's Mega Mall is at. We got there, just verified with them, like, hey, we're still at 13th. So yeah, we ended up getting the MT09. That was pretty cool. They stayed at 13,000 as they stated, and I was like, okay, cool. I got a new motorcycle. I needed a vehicle badly at that point because I was down the motorcycle, I was down my car. I'm getting my car back. It's just that parts availability has been a big factor, you know. But yeah, that's how I ended up getting the MT09, and that was kind of like my dealership experience. And like I said, if you're ever buying a vehicle, do your own research, know the incentives. Don't just depend on the dealership people to tell you what's up. Like, you can do your own little bit of research beforehand, you know. We got a 2024 MT09. That's freaking cool, which I'm probably end up keeping for a very long time. I know, right? If you have any questions about buying a motorcycle or buying a vehicle, financing questions, just ask in the comments, you know, like what to look out for, you know, how they try to get you on things, and like warranties and stuff like that. Just be careful with that too, because they're gonna try to sell you warranties and this and that and that and this, up the yin yang, you know. They're gonna be like, but you need this. It's like, do I really need that? No, I don't. So just be careful. Don't get pressured into nothing. Remember, at the end of the day, you're the one that's buying it, not them. So like, if they try to be like, you need this and that, it's like, bro, you need to give me a helmet before you give me insurance for like the bike. Sell me a helmet. That's a pretty cool shot, actually, with the sun in the background. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's nice. Ready for the adventures.